Hello everyone, I'm Pingchuan Ke, the PhD student from School of Creative Medias, City University of Hong Kong. I will present our recent work, Larger Step, Faster Speed, investigating gesture-amplitude-based locomotion in place with different virtual walking speeds in virtual realities. And this work was done by City University of Hong Kong. So while a user is performing the gestures or postures for locomotion in place, one of the challenges could be the abilities to naturally control the virtual walking speed. For instance, in a long-distance walking travels in virtual reality, how to control the virtual walking speed to reach the faraway targets quickly and precisely remains the problem to be solved. Actually, real types of gestures, such as arm swinging and foot stepping, have been proposed for locomotion in place in virtual reality. In terms of limb-based gestures, existing works usually utilize the swinging and stepping frequencies or the amplitudes of the vertical foot and arm movements to control the walking speed. However, it is still unknown how users may perform these gestures to control or switch across a large range of virtual walking speed, especially when the virtual walking speed is much larger than the normal walking speed. So in this paper, we focus on the foot or leg jerk-based locomotion in place techniques, navigating the footsteps amplitudes to control wide range of virtual walking speed, from a normal walking speed to a much higher speed level. By this method, the user can switch the moving speed according to the task to reach the target position quickly and accurately by adjusting their steps. So in this research, we conduct 3 studies on leg gestures-based speed controller. In the first user studies, we investigated how users may perform and perceive the selective foot or leg-based locomotion in place techniques for matching different virtual walking speed. This was to determine the technique which is preferred by the users for speed control. In terms of equipment, the experiment was conducted in a 5-meter times 5-meter research lab in a local university. We developed a virtual world prototype using Unity 3D 2019. The participant experienced the prototype with the HTC Vive Pro headset. In addition, the participant had one HTC Vive tracker worn right above each of their ankles. We performed a comparative study using a within subjects design including 3 selected foot and leg gestures, including marching, tapping, and goose-stepping, and 2 body postures, including standing and sitting, resulting in 6 conditions. So in this task, we have selected 3 types of scans, 1 time, 3 times, and 10 times. For each speed, the participant was asked to perform the foot or leg gestures to match the virtual walking speed in the virtual world. Our first user study suggests the gesture of marching in place was significantly preferred by the user according to 3 different virtual walking speeds in both sitting and standing. So to this end, we selected marching with both standing and sitting poses. For further investigation on the effectiveness of gesture-based locomotion in place speed control. Based on the track data recorded in the first study, we developed an amplitude-based speed control mechanism using support vector machine classification model. The overall accuracy for classifying 3 speed levels was about 19% for sitting and standing. And this is how the user performed when using the amplitude-based speed control mechanism. So, with the support vector machine model translated for 3-level speed classification, we conduct the second user study to investigate the effectiveness of using gesture-based speed control for locomotion in place in virtual reality. We compared the user's performance and the user's experience of using controller-based teleportation. Controller-based speed control with matching in place. And also gesture-based speed control with matching in place for the task of targets reaching in virtual reality. The results showed that there was no significant difference between the two conditions in terms of offset to the target. More importantly, the techniques of matching in place yielded significantly higher user ratings in terms of naturalness and sense of presence than the teleportation did. And the limitation and the future work of this paper including, firstly, it is remained unknown how the design of the data recording process can affect overall user's experience and the performance in the actual texting section. There needs in-depth studies on maintaining the balance between the efficiencies of data recordings and the user's experience. Secondly, we plan to investigate the gesture of arm swings for gain matching tasks and investigate its locomotion in place performance with and without concurrent hand tasks. Thirdly, we will further explore the regressions models for gesture-based continuous speed estimation. Fourthly, similar experimental protocols could be adopted for investigating the gain matching gesture for real walking in the future. And we also developed some application examples to simulate real application scenario. That's all. Thank you.